A very good morning to one and all of you. Today, I am going to discuss about interleukin 6 levels. So, what are the clinical significance of this test? So, how it is useful to improve the patient outcomes in this COVID era. So, IL-6 levels has gained a lot of importance, and many labs are doing it. And so, I will tell you how to interpret these levels, how to improve the patient outcomes. IL-6 is promptly and transiently produced in response to infections and tissue injuries, contributes to host defenses through stimulation of acute phase reactants, hematopoiesis, and immune reactions. Although its expression is strictly controlled, dysregulated continual synthesis of IL-6 plays a pathological effect on chronic inflammation and autoimmunity. Indications: evaluation of patients with suspected systemic infection, evaluation of patients with suspected localized infections, like in prosthetic joint infections, evaluation of patients with suspected chronic inflammatory conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, systemic lupus erythematosus, ankylosing spondylitis, or inflammatory bowel disease. It is an inflammatory marker for severe COVID-19. The method used is electrochemiluminescence, specimen, plasma EDTA, a lavender top tube. A reference value is less than 1.8 picogram per ml. Interpretation: elevated concentration of IL-6 may indicate an ongoing inflammatory response and could be consistent with a systemic infection, localized infection, or a chronic inflammatory state. See, just remember, IL-6 is elevated in any infection. See, simple like if you had a minor cold, your IL-6 level will be high. So if you have fever, you will have high IL-6 level. So if you met with an accident, so you have some wound infection, your IL-6 level. It's a part of natural process of the body uh, to increase IL-6 to fight infections. See, IL-6 is a non-specific marker associated with an inflammatory response and is not diagnostic of any specific disease or specific process. Please interpret elevated concentrations of IL-6 within the clinical context of the patient. And normal concentration of IL-6 do not exclude the possibility of an ongoing inflammatory process. And IL-6 has a limited stability. Sample should be immediately processed. If you're sending sample to other cities, and you can be doubly sure that you're getting a false reading. There are a lot of precautions to be taken for the transport of the sample also, which many labs don't do. So anything freshly processed sample is the best to get this accurate IL-6 readings. IL-6 has an important role in both innate and adaptive immune system, produced by macrophages, endothelial cells, T cells. Its production can be initiated by invasion of microbes or other factors like tumor necrosis factor, TNF. As part of innate immune system, IL-6 acts on hepatocytes to induce expression of C-reactive protein, fibrinogen, and serum amyloid. This is also known as acute phase response. As a part of adaptive immune response, it activates antibody producing B cells to proliferate, leading to an enhanced antibody response. So, which is very helpful in fighting infections. So, having a good IL-6 level is very good. So, because your body is effectively fighting the infection. It is elevated in infection, sepsis, and sepsemia. And IL-6 levels appear to correlate with the severity of sepsis. IL-6 has more diagnostic accuracy when compared to CRP or ESR or WBC counts. It is also elevated in chronic inflammatory conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, systemic lupus erythematosus, ankylosing spondylitis, or inflammatory bowel disease. Please remember, CRP is like a surrogate marker for IL-6. So, you can just guess the IL-6 levels by using CRP. See, CRP provides the same clinical information which we get from IL-6 levels. CRP is very cheap test. It is widely available. You can do a serial measurement. So you can do it all literally almost every day. Where IL-6 is very costly. Not all labs are able to do it. And if you don't process the sample, you'll get false readings. IL-6 test is literally 30 times costlier when compared to CRP test. CRP is much cheaper, widely available. You can happily use CRP. So to know the severity of the disease and also to know whether the patient is having infection or not, rather than using IL-6 levels. So instead of doing this costly IL-6 test, so we get the same information by doing a simple, inexpensive test like CRP. So you can do a serial something like you can check for CRP every day. It's so cheap, available in every lab, nook and corner. It gives the same information whatever you get from IL-6 levels. So I feel IL-6 levels should be tested only in selected patients who are hospitalized and critical, so which change the clinical management. It should not be routinely tested in outpatient patients in every visit, in outpatient visits. Please, IL-6 has specific indications. It should be tested only in hospitalized patients, in severe critical ill people, which changes the clinical management. So for rest everything, you can just check CRP on your outpatient basis, and you get the same information which you get from IL-6 levels. So these are the reference and further reading. See, if you have any doubts on IL-6, please comment below this YouTube video, and also please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please ask your colleagues to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and please press the bell icon so that you will get a notification whenever I make a new video. I'm going to make more medical videos. Thank you.